Hello everybody and welcome back to the Control Elite server for some more Redstone fun. The invention we'll be looking at today is a little addition I made to a 3x3 piston door. So this is the doorway here that I have from my lab on the Control Elite server. And I've added an extra function to it, an automatic on and off portal. So right now the portal works with if you open the door it lights, and if you close the door it actually closes the portal. Now if we go back around to the other side, we'll see that the portal is now closed. Now if you may have noticed, it doesn't close using any dispensers that dispense lava or water, because this portal turns off with a controlled explosion of TNT. And if we take a look here, as you can see, the portal is now off. So let's go and take a closer look at the redstone. So a little bit of science behind the way the portal turns on and off. On the other side of the portal I have a dispenser filled with fire charges, and when the fire charge is shot, it lights the portal, like so. Now, to turn off the portal using a dispenser with TNT, as you can see here, you must have it dispensed into a block with 30 blast resistance. This is very specific. If it has a 40 blast resistance, it won't work. Anything higher won't work. If it has 15 blast resistance, you have a chance of blowing up everything here. So basically, as the TNT is dispensed into this cobblestone block here, as you can see, when it explodes, it won't break anything other than the cobblestone block. Now, as you can see here, it also has a chance of not blowing up the portal. That's because when the TNT is dispensed into the block, if it's a little tilted to one of the other sides that are further away from the portal, it may not blow the portal up. Now, unfortunately, there isn't actually a hard fix for this, but the best way to fix it is if you have a floor next to it, like so. When it blows up, it will turn the portal off. Now there is still a slight chance that this may not work, but there's nothing we can do about that. But that's just an interesting feature for this. As you'll see here, it also works for any portal of any size. The fire charge will light the portal, and when you dispense the TNT, it will also close the portal. Now there may be a bit of lag depending on how big the size of the portal is that you're using it for. But in hindsight, if it is a big portal, it's only a small area that's actually used for turning on and off the portal. Alright, so now for the redstone door. This is Mumbo Jumbo's 3x3 piston door. It's a very tiny and compact design. I personally did not come up with it. I'm not going to be showing you how to build it. If you do want to see how to build it, I will be leaving a link in the description. So I suggest you go check out his tutorial video. Now, the addition that we are going to be making to his design, it actually makes it a little bit bigger. So if you do have an area restriction, you should be careful. So what we're first going to be doing is we have to change the frame here. In this video he says you can change it to whatever block you want as long as you replace the redstone. It's normally used as kind of like the frame for the entranceway or any such block or thing like that. What we're going to be doing is we're going to change it to obsidian, because this is where the portal is going to be. This is going to be the portal that will be turned on and off basically. And I personally like using this side as the entranceway, so I usually have the lever to open and close the door here. So then all you have to do is replace the wiring here, and the door closes like normal. Now this is where we change the size of his design a little bit. It is going to get a little bit bigger. Now for the mechanism that turns on the portal. First thing you have to do is change a bit of his wiring here. You can get rid of this redstone here and extend this upper block down like so. Now as you can see, the bottom two pistons are no longer powered. We're going to be changing that. Now the one flaw in this that changes his design is that this bottom left piston now has more of a delay, so it doesn't actually close with the rest of the door. This may bother you a little bit, but that's just something that came along with the design as I was working on it. So now all you have to do is put a torch here, and these bottom two pistons are now extended. Now for the door firing mechanism, all we need is a dispenser, and what you'll be doing is putting fire charges in it. So the dispenser will be right here. As this block gets powered, when the door opens, it retracts the pistons and lights the portal. So put the fire charges in here. As you'll see, when we open the door, they retract and the portal is lit. You do not notice the delay in the actual retraction of the blocks. It's only during the extension when we turn off the portal. Now for the off mechanism. This is what we'll be doing to turn off the portal. This is going to be using TNT, so you better be careful while you're wiring it, because there is a chance it'll blow up in your face. I have done it several times. So what we're going to do is, where this line powers the fire charge dispenser, we're going to continue it down to a second dispenser that will fire TNT. Now with the redstone torch here, it inverts the signal so that when the fire charge is fired, the TNT will not be dispensed. But when the TNT is dispensed, the fire charge will not be. So all you have to do is fill that up with TNT. Now for the part that you want down here, the reason I use stone and cobblestone with a blast resistance of 30, there may be other blocks that have blast resistance of 30, but you won't be able to kind of generate it unless you have a stack stored up somewhere below. With stone and cobblestone, you can wire it up to a cobblestone or a stone generator, which will easily allow it to be renewed, basically. And in order to get that pushed up, what you want to do is find this repeater here with 2 ticks of delay and continue the line down like so. This will have a bit of dust here, which will be linked to a second repeater like this. You don't need any delay on it. And then what you'll also need is a regular piston. Now this pushes up the blocks as the portal is open, basically. So when it's open, there'll be a block here for when you close it, so that the TNT blows it up and the portal closes. And down here, what you want to do is put a bit of water, like so. The water will have to droop down 1 next to the piston, like this. Actually, let's put the water in first. We'll need both water and lava to generate cobblestone. Now, if you have enough space, you can actually make a stone generator or something like that. Let's just close that there. So now the water is going down. The next thing you're going to do is put another side over here, which will be filled with lava. And you can cover this up with blocks or stone or any other such thing here. Now this is below the portal, obviously making the actual design a little bit longer. Now for the final thing, we have to fill this up with TNT. Now this will turn off and on the portal. If you use stone, it looks a little bit nicer for the floor. Personally, I just leave it as cobblestone and have like another block here. Another part of this design that's a bit of a flaw, if you have blocks directly around in this area that have a blast resistance of 30 or less, there is a chance that it will also be blown up. Now that is not true for any of the redstone, thankfully, which makes the design very, very good. So when we close the portal, like so, the TNT is dispensed into the block, it blows up, and normally it would close the portal. As you see, there is another flaw with it. It doesn't perfectly close it every time, which is kind of a little bit of a waste for TNT wise, but it's alright. And as you see down here, there is cobblestone generated from the water and the lava. Now this is more of a fun design. It's not something very convenient or resource friendly, as I've already said. If you have more than enough resources with TNT and gunpowder, you could wire this up in your world or something like that. I personally use it on the server I play on because we have a very good farm for gunpowder and I have a large amount of TNT. Now, when the portal is actually closed, this block will be missing. What you can do is, if you want to have this dispensed twice, you can wire it so that it also dispenses when this line is powered, but on a bit of a delay, so it pushes it up again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of redstone fun, and look forward to more videos in the future. And I'll catch you crazy kids next time. Bye.